Hello everybody, Alpha Galaxy here. Today we're going to get into Mujin hunting. We're going to go over tips and tricks on how to do it by yourself, or if you're in a party, or if you're in multiple parties, to make sure that everybody gets the loot, and then also tips and tricks on hunting by yourself or on different consoles to make the process a lot easier, because I know it can be pretty difficult. So make sure to like and subscribe to this video. We have a giveaway at the end, and let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, so first things first. This is my own personal preference. I know other people will probably have different pathings and such, and you're welcome to share that in the chats below. But my personal pathing that I enjoy when hunting these is I start here at D2 on this plateau up here. I like to hunt right where I am right now. I usually start at these trees, so I kind of push them into the corner, right there. And then they kind of work around to that tree, and then I get them into those trees over there. And then from there, he's going to jump right in. And then from that side, he'll push them over. When I chop this tree, he'll push them over to there. And then it kind of works around. So I really enjoy this plateau. And then from this plateau, we go down here, and we follow this river. We chop all the trees in here, pushing the Muujin into this area where they get stuck. We kind of chop some trees to get them to go to this direction, and then they either run around in this little valley here where they're stuck again, and then we go up onto this plateau up here where we then also herd them. Now, the trick to herding these Muujin is whoever's chopping the tree, whatever direction you're chopping the tree in, you want to be chopping so that they run that way. If you're chopping outwards going this way, they're all just going to run out into the open. Secondly, when you have a tree that you're chopping, so this is an example, I don't want to chop this tree so they all run this way, because that is just going to make it harder for my team or other people, if I'm in a party, to shoot them. Where I want them all to go is I want to chop the tree this way, so they all scatter towards this ridge, and then I want my teammates to be up here so they have a really easy time to shoot, or the Muujin will run right into them, which also makes it super simple. And so that is going to be the strategy when chopping. See, they all just ran right to the ridge. And then if you're by yourself, that also makes it easy to be able to, hard to shoot through a bush, to be able to track them. And then from here, since I now have no trees down there, I'm going to chop this tree so that the Muujin are going to run back to that edge in the open. So while playing by myself, it makes it a lot easier to get them. I know that I won't be able to get as many as when I'm playing with others. Here we go. But over time, as you continue to keep chopping them, they will have less and less health. As you can see, they're going to run that way, but there's no trees in that direction. Where'd that other guy go? They're up here. Little glitch. And the Muujin do lag. Their pathings are a bit strange. There we go. Perfect. Now I'll grab this bag. And then so again, I'm going to chop this tree, and it's going to move them all over into that direction over there. Perfect. And as you can see, now I can just shoot them across the river. Whichever ones I can get. Now there's two ways you can do this. You could either chop this tree and work them all up the ridge, or you can chop this tree and then have them all go down. I'm going to chop this one and have them go into this little corner here. think I would like a bit of a stronger arrow. There we go. Gonna switch over to my bow. Gonna try to prioritize that guy. And this is where I do understand, being on console, this can be rather tough to do by yourself. But with a party member, this is the preferable method. Being able to get them to go where you want them to go is going to be the priority, and you want them to run into your team. So if your teammate, if you're chopping and you want them to go this direction, have your teammate stand over here so they run into your teammate, and it's so much easier for them to then get them. Or by yourself, chopping and having them go into a corner such as this is so much easier. I will also say I do enjoy the slow arrows, and at first I used them quite a lot for Muujin, especially in a party. I would say in a party they're really good to have, but if you're hunting Muujin by yourself, I would prefer using the standard arrows because they do more damage, and I only have to hit them twice instead of 3 times with a slow arrow. And I just feel like that's also noteworthy. Go. Because it's already hard enough to shoot them sometimes when you're alone. There we go. Got the rare one. Perfect. And the rest of them will just run down the ridge. They tend to glitch kind of right through here, and then they go straight down. And I don't tend to worry too much about them. So perfect. And then from here, we're going to work back across the way. And then we head over there. Now, a few tricks when you're in a group with a party. So with a party, the person who's chopping the tree will get all the rewards. Doesn't matter if they shoot the Muujin or not. If you have 2 parties going, you have 1 person from each party chop the tree. So if I'm chopping the tree from one party, and then let's say another person from the other party chops the tree too, then both parties will get all of the credit for whatever animals are then collected. So they will then all get bags. And that's how you're going to do it with multiple parties, so everybody gets credit. So the next thing I'd like to add is when you're working them through to this direction, to this plateau, when you are done getting all of the trees and you're up to that plateau, the reason why I like this method or this pathing is because once you're done on the plateau, you can pretty much turn back around and start back through here and go to D2. But when the trees come back, there's a chance to be flow trees. So all your hard work chopping all these trees do not go to waste. So although you're up here, you get them all. Oh, hello there. And then you go back over to D2. The nice thing is when these trees spawn, you have the chance for a flow tree, which is nice instead of just chopping trees all over the place and then never being able to get the rewards of more flow trees after you put all that work into it. There. Hello, you made it to the end of the video. Excellent. Welcome to the giveaway portion. So we are giving away the pink Magi plush, the Order Cernuk plush, Lucky Zeki, or the Ancient Kitsu plush. So like and subscribe to the video to be entered into the giveaway, and then do exclamation giveaway in the comments of which plushie you'd like to win. And then after 3 days after I post this video, I will pick a winner in the comments section. I'll just reply to whoever won. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe here to catch my latest videos on YouTube, and over here on Twitch, where you can catch my live streams every week. Thanks for watching.